I feel bad for y'all who's gotta change out the AC's vents, but who hasn't pulled off their dash yet. So it's, one thing I found out, I was hoping that I didn't have to pull the dash in order to switch it out, but you know, the great way that they engineered this was the only way to change out the air vents is to pull the whole dash. Luckily, I'm doing the heater core, so it's already got the dash off, so I was like, you know, win-win. But I definitely feel bad for those of you who have broken dash vents and stuff that needs to do, but are not, you know, you guys are not changing out the dash or taking out the dash for other stuff. But yeah, you definitely have to take off the dash, and after you take off the dash, you have to, there's like tons of screws. There's like at least, I want to see 7 to 10 screws. You got to take off the whole vent behind it and then take that off, and then there's screws attached to the vent, I believe, and then you have to take that off from the dash. The screws that attach the vent to the dash, take that off. Overall, fun process. If you haven't pulled the dash off yet, but definitely, you know, check out the video that I made about the heater core. It talks about the steps needed to remove the dash and other stuff. You can just skip over that, but just look over mainly what needs to be done to remove it. But yeah, definitely take care of it. Like, put it on like under mat or something when it's on the floor. I don't care about the dash and if it gets scratched up right now, but if you care about it, you know, make sure you put something protective underneath it. But there's like, let me see. So there's, you gotta take this vent off. So these are the air vents right there, the black piece, and then you can see, or the shiny black piece, I want to say, or the one that looks like it has clear coat on it, whatever. Yeah, but this one is an air duct for the air vent, and that's the vent that goes out, whatever. But you have to take this off in order to take that out, because as you can see, you just need to take it off. So what holds this on is there's a screw here, then a screw here, and a screw there, and then these two are like two separate pieces. This one goes to the window vents, and this one goes to the middle and side vents. But yeah, this one, there's like screw here, screw there, and then on this side, one screw here, one screw there should come off, and then you take off that screw, and then this middle, in the middle and the side section part would come off, and you take off that. So the first one comes out after taking off the screw, those two right there. Let's do it right there, and same for that side. And then it's just you can just easily ply it off. And then this one comes off after taking off this screw and that screw, and same for that one. And that's all the screws that I remember to take off. Oh, this one in the middle too, yeah. So you take off that one, and then you kind of like pry it off by hand. You take off that one, and then just kind of pry it off. Just give it some, pull it up, because there's a little notch on the top usually. For that one, you just kind of wiggle it around. This one, there's a notch on the top, so just kind of pry it gently, and then it should come right off. The side vent has three screws, 1, 2, and then 3 on the bottom. Same one for the other side. And then these guys already took off one. If I can remember, I think it was, yeah, from here. So 2 from the top, and then 2 from the middle. So this little wire for the, I think, center gauge. Yeah, the center top gauge is like held in by there. You just kind of move it around with a screwdriver. So it's bendable, so just bend it that way. Just unbend it, take it out of the loops. It gives you a little wiggle room to take it off, and then just come out with 3 screws, and it just come right up. This is why you can't do it without taking off the dash, because if you take it out, there's no way to, as much as I want to push it forward, there's no way to, oh crap, hopefully I don't get it stuck. No, I don't even care, it breaks. Hopefully, there's no way to push it back out because of the tabs and the little no space to sit it around. My old one had some videos, got other stuff, but my old one had this like wood kind of stuff on it, wood kind of, what is it, vinyl on it, to match the theme of the car, or there's like other pieces of fake wood on there. The new one doesn't, so I just decided I want to keep it, and the new one's a different color too, so I was like, you know, might as well just keep it, it looks pretty nice. So what I did was just run a fishing line, run a fishing line through there, and then I just kind of seesawed it back and forth. As you can see, it kind of peeled off, and then right there, I after a lot of broken wires. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, just heat it up with the hairdryer. As you can see, I don't think hairdryer wasn't necessary. I just did it to get some edge on here. But after that, I just kind of pried it back and forth with the fishing line. Easily came off. Didn't even need the hairdryer past this bit. I only used the hairdryer up to here. Everything else was just all the fishing. Just like that, with a little bit of overbridge, it came off. It looks like 3M or like double-sided sticky tape on there. So yeah, time to find some double-sided sticky tape, or either that, or I'm just gonna super glue it on there, and hopefully it sticks. When taking off this double-sided sticky tape, it's way easier to do with the razor blade than with the plastic scraper or anything, because it took me like 5-10 minutes to do the top one with plastic razor, but there's a difference though. And this one, I just did it in a minute. I just did all of that in a minute. But it still leaves a little bit of glue on there, which I'm gonna go back and scrape it out. But I think most aftermarket ones that you get are gonna come like this without a face on it, without a wood face on it. It's just gonna be like that. I can keep it that way, but I just decided I want to transfer this over for the old one. Finally got everything put back together. Got the wood vinyl piece on there. Time to see the final product. It's a different color. It's not brown. It's grayish, so I'm fine with that. But let's see, yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I don't think the camera picks it up actually well, but I kind of like it. It's not bad. It doesn't stick out that much. Everything works. That's what it needs to do. Like everything's not. None of the fins are bent or none of it's jammed or anything. So yeah, so far so good. Hopefully it stays like that for about a couple of years.